Oh, I went too low for you guys. Yeah. Have you ever thought that one career could involve DNA, coal, carbon, and plant viruses? The answer is yes, if your name is Rosalind Franklin. Rosalind Franklin was a brilliant woman scientist and feminist icon whose research and reputation have come up frequently in my studies. This is my third time presenting on her, my idol in science. Rosalind Franklin was an influential woman scientist, a feminist icon, an overall woman of strong character whose life is a testament to those facts. Today I'm going to talk to you about her life, her early life, her career, and her role as a feminist icon. Rosalind Franklin was born in 1920, the second of 5 children, to an influential Jewish family in London. Her dad was a partner at a bank, and her mom stayed home to take care of the children. But she was frequently involved in charities and community service events. She made sure to instill in her children a love of education, charity, and service to her fellow man, and country. They also instilled in their children a love of language, culture, hiking, and travel, as they took frequent Franklin family vacations. Rosalind attended St. Paul's School for Girls, where she showed an early aptitude for math and science. The Rosalind Franklin Papers are a collection of photos, correspondence, diaries, articles, and lectures, all housed at the National Library of Medicine. In this collection, there's a note from her teacher at St. Paul's, where she wrote to her mom saying about her brilliant young student that she learned to speak excellent French, good Italian, and passable German. From there, she transitioned to Newham College, one of 2 women's colleges at Cambridge University in London. There, she studied a physical chemistry degree, which she obtained in 1941 after only 3 years in college. She impressed her colleagues and her professors there with her brilliance and was able to go through really fast. From there, she obtained a research fellowship at England's Department of Scientific and Industrial Research. However, this was cut short by the outbreak of war. She resigned to help with the war efforts. Her strong character continued to drive her as she transitioned from her early life into her career. Her first part of her career was at the Laboratoire Centrale de Paris, where she studied carbon fibers and coal. This led to the research into the strong carbon fibers we now use in cars and planes. She also obtained her PhD there, with writing several scientific papers on those subjects. From there, she went on to King's College in London. There, she was involved in the great race for DNA. What she did there was take photographic of the crystals of DNA. Considered her best biographer, Brenda Matta, told NPR in an interview that Rosalind could take photos of the tiniest crystals of DNA fragments and interpret their patterns. She had a particular genius at aligning hand and mind. Her work there, although stolen and used without her knowledge, led to the discovery of the structure of DNA. From there, she transitioned to Birkbeck College, where she studied the structure of viruses. In particular, she worked with plant viruses, such as the tobacco mosaic virus and polio. Her strong character continued to drive her, as her life story showed the world that she was also a feminist icon. The main way that she showed she was an icon was that she pursued her dreams in a male-run academia setting and made them come true and made major contributions to our world and to science, despite the discrimination that she faced. However, the world will never know what a great contribution she could have made, as she died at the age of 36 from ovarian cancer. Gary Glassman made a movie about her called Photo 51. It was a Nova Series movie on PBS which portrayed her as an unsung heroine because of her work and brought her into the public spotlight. This movie was based on first-hand accounts of her colleagues and friends and showed her for what she really was. This led into even more inquiries into her life. Kelly Yanis of Women's News Journal magazine talked about how Rosalind was a feminist to the end. She continued her work on the polio virus in the last 4 months of her life, even though she was in extreme pain and dying. She goes on to say that this is a nice example of Franklin's approach to life. She did what she thought was useful. Even at the point of death, she fought back, using her last months of life to attack a deadly virus. But ultimately, she was made into an icon by those who stole from her, cheating her of her recognition with the theft of her discovery in DNA. But they ultimately admitted the truth, which showed her for what she really was. James Watson's memoir, as he was the one who stole from her the most, trashed her character, but brought her into the spotlight. It made others want to research into her life. This led to them then eventually telling the truth on her life, telling everybody that it was really her work that led to the discovery of DNA. Today I told you about Rosalind Franklin's life, her early life at home, her career, and her role as a feminist icon. I hope her life showed you that if you put your heart into it and show strong character, that you can make a difference, whether it's coal, DNA, plant viruses, or whatever you may put your heart into. I hope her story shows you that she is a woman that we can all look up to. Thank you.
How do they track her character?